Be me, 27, work in HR at tech startup in Portland, Oregon. Have best friend since college named Maya. She's 29, works as social media manager. Both very into feminism. Attend rallies together. Run book club about gender theory. Post on Instagram about toxic masculinity. The usual millennial feminist stuff. Maya is single. Been single for 2 years. Since breakup with controlling ex who made her life miserable. Totally understand why she's cautious now. Why she has high standards. Why she swipes left on most guys. We spend hours analyzing dating apps together. Critiquing men's profiles. Spotting red flags. Warning each other about guys who seem sketchy. It's our thing, our bonding activity, our way of protecting each other from potentially terrible men. Then there's my other friend Jake. 28, works in construction management. Known him since high school. He's on dating apps too. Actively looking for a relationship. Sends me screenshots, sometimes asking for advice. I help him when I can. He's genuinely nice guy. Bit awkward sometimes. But heart's in right place. Never thought these two worlds would collide. Never imagined my feminist best friend and construction worker friend would ever meet. One night Maya and I are hanging out in my apartment. Scrolling through Hinge together. Wine in hand. Making commentary on profiles like we always do. Laughing at bad photos. Analyzing bio red flags. She stops on one profile. Look at this guy. Shows me the screen. My stomach drops. It's Jake. It's my friend Jake's dating profile staring back at me. She's reading his profile out loud. Mocking it without knowing I know him. Works in construction management. Probably thinks he's God's gift because he has trade job. I'm completely silent. Don't know what to say. Watching this happen in real time. She continues scrolling through his photos. Getting more critical with each one. His prompts are so basic. Loves hiking and breweries. How original. Every guy in Portland says that. Swipes through his photos one by one. Analyzing each like detective looking for evidence. And look at this. Gym selfie, of course. Typical bros who think muscles equal personality. I'm watching my friend tear apart my other friend. And he has no idea this is happening right now. Can't say anything yet. Don't want to influence her. Want to see what she really thinks without my input. She keeps going through his profile, finding fault with everything. Every photo, every prompt, every detail. Oh God, his photo with his mom. Mama's boy alert. Red flag. Another photo of him at construction site. Hard hat on, smiling at camera with his crew. Probably makes women feel stupid about not knowing tools. Probably mansplains everything. I know Jake personally. Know his mom raised him alone after his dad died when he was 10. Know he's close to her because she's his only family. She worked 2 jobs to put him through school. Know he works construction because he's good with his hands. Likes building things. Not because he thinks he's better than anyone. But Maya doesn't know any of this. She's just making assumptions based on photos and brief text. What are you going to do? I ask, trying to keep my voice neutral. Swipe left, obviously. He's exactly the type I'm trying to avoid. She does it. Swipes left without hesitation. Without giving him any chance at all. Feel weird about it, but don't say anything. Don't want to start an argument about judging people too quickly. We continue scrolling through more profiles. She finds a few she likes better. Office workers with artsy photos. Few days later, Jake texts me. Seems excited about something unusual for him. Hey, got a match that seems cool. We've been talking for a day. She seems really interesting and smart. Send me screenshot of conversation. My heart stops. It's Maya. They somehow matched after all. How did this happen? Maya swiped left. I saw her do it. How are they talking right now? Check with Maya later that day. Trying to be casual about it. Not reveal that I know what's happening. Hey, remember that construction guy? The basic one with gym selfie? Yeah, why are you asking? Did you swipe left like you said? She pauses for a moment. I was going to. Finger was literally hovering over it. But then I thought maybe I'm being too judgmental. Decided to give him a chance. Swiped right, and we matched immediately. Oh God, this is actually happening. My 2 friends are matching and talking. Neither knows the other knows me. Jake thinks he found genuine connection with smart woman. Maya thinks she's giving random guy a chance despite her initial judgments. I'm in the middle knowing everything, seeing both sides, unable to say anything to either of them. Week goes by. Jake is texting me constant updates, more excited than I've seen him in years. She's so smart. We have great conversations about everything. Politics, books, life goals. She's into social justice, really passionate about equality and women's rights. He's genuinely interested in her views, not pretending, asking her questions, learning about feminism, engaging with her ideas thoughtfully, reading articles she sends, wanting to understand her perspective better. Meanwhile, Maya is telling me about this guy. Sounds cautiously optimistic for first time. This guy is surprisingly not terrible. Like actually listens when I talk. Asks thoughtful questions about my work. About feminism. Doesn't get defensive when I talk about patriarchy. She sounds surprised. Almost suspicious. Like she's waiting for the catch. They plan first date. Coffee shop in downtown Portland. Both tell me about it separately. Jake is nervous in a way I've never seen him. Texting me the morning of asking for advice. What if I say something wrong? What if she realizes I'm not smart enough? What if I mess it up? Reassure him like always. Just be yourself. You're thoughtful and kind. That's enough for anyone. Maya is also nervous but different kind. The defensive kind. The preparing for disappointment kind. What if he's one of those guys who seems nice in text, but is actually terrible in person? What if I wasted my time? Tell her. Give him real chance. See who he actually is, not who you're afraid he might be. Date happens on Saturday afternoon. Both text me after, within minutes of each other. Jake first. His message is enthusiastic and genuine. It went really well. She's even more interesting in person. We talked for 3 hours straight. Lost track of time. I really like her. Really like her. Haven't felt this way in years. Then Maya texts. Her message is more cautious, but I can tell she's trying not to get too excited. Okay, so he's actually nice. Like genuinely nice. Not in a fake way that feels like an act. Held door, but not in weird performative way. Asked about my work, listened to answers. Didn't interrupt once. She sounds confused. Like nice guy doesn't compute with her worldview. They keep dating over next few weeks. 2 weeks in, 3 dates total. Getting more serious. Jake is falling for her hard. Can tell by how he talks about her. The way his whole face lights up. Maya is cautiously optimistic, but still looking for red flags. Still waiting for him to show true colors. Then one night Maya calls me. Sounds upset. Need to talk about this guy. What happened? Did he do something wrong? Nothing bad happened. That's the problem. Confused by this response. What do you mean that's the problem? He's too nice, she says, voice full of suspicion, like suspiciously nice. Every date, he offers to pay, opens doors, walks me to my car, texts to make sure I got home safe every single time. Pause on the phone, can hear her breathing. It feels like performance, like he's love bombing me, trying to seem perfect before showing who he really is. I know Jake personally. Known him for over a decade. No, this is just how he is with everyone. How he was raised by his mom. How he treats everyone from servers to co-workers. Not performance, not manipulation. Just him being himself consistently. Maybe he's just polite, I suggest carefully. Maybe that's how he was raised. Or maybe he's manipulating me into thinking he's safe when he's actually planning something. She's serious. Actually worried, genuinely believes kindness must be manipulation. Has he done anything that made you uncomfortable? I ask. No, nothing. Has he pressured you for anything? No, he's been completely respectful. Asks before doing anything. Checks in constantly about my comfort. Then maybe he's just nice. Maybe not every nice gesture has ulterior motive. She's quiet for a long moment. I don't trust it. I've been hurt too many times. Meanwhile, Jake is texting me separately, asking his own questions. Is it weird that I pay for dates? Should I let her pay sometimes? Don't want to seem controlling or sexist. I just want to treat her nice. Make her feel special. He's overthinking everything. Worried about doing wrong thing. Worried about seeming old-fashioned. Just ask her what she prefers. I tell him, communication is key. Don't assume, just talk about it. Fourth date happens. He actually asks her about it. Brings it up directly instead of assuming. She tells me later. Sounds surprised again. He asked if I was comfortable with him paying. Said he didn't want to assume anything. Wanted to know what I actually wanted. She sounds genuinely shocked. What did you say? I asked. I said we should split everything. Wanted to see if he got weird about it. And he just said okay. No ego. No trying to insist. No making it a thing. Just immediately okay with it. She's processing this. That's good, right? I ask. I guess so. I just don't understand why he's so agreeable. Maybe because he respects you. Maybe because he actually cares what you want. Or maybe he's a pushover who will resent me later. Can't win in her mind. If he's polite, he's manipulative. If he's agreeable, he's a pushover. Jake can't do anything right in her framework. Month in, they're officially dating. Jake is happy, really happy. Talks about her constantly. Maya is still suspicious. Still waiting for other shoe to drop. Then it happens. The reveal I've been dreading. Jake and I meet for coffee to catch up. He's talking about Maya. How great she is, how smart. How much he admires her. Maya walks in the same coffee shop. Coincidentally. Sees us sitting together. Walks over looking confused. Hey, she says slowly. Do you two know each other? Jake looks up. Sees Maya standing there. Face shows recognition. Then looks at me. Then back at her. Putting pieces together. Wait. You two know each other. I'm frozen. Caught in the middle. Yeah, Maya says slowly. This is my best friend from college. Jake's face goes through several emotions. Surprise, confusion, hurt. This is your best friend? The one you're always telling me about? They both look at me. Caught. Yeah, I say quietly. You knew, Maya says. Not a question. A statement. You knew we were talking, and you didn't tell me. She's hurt. Jake is confused. Why didn't you say anything? Both asking. Both upset. I wanted you to form your own opinions. Without my influence. Without knowing you knew each other through me. We all sit down at table. Awkward silence. Then Maya turns to Jake. She's been my friend for 6 years. How long have you known her? Since high school. We've been close friends for over 10 years. She's calculating. Trying to figure out what this means. Then turns to me. That night, I showed you his profile. You knew it was him, and you let me mock him, tear him apart, without saying anything. Jake looks at me. She mocked my profile. Oh God, what did she say? Don't want to repeat it. What did she say? He asked Maya directly. She has decency to look embarrassed. I thought your profile was generic. I judged you before knowing you. I almost swiped left. Pause. But you didn't, Jake says. No. Why not? I decided to give you a chance. Even though you thought I was basic, and a mama's boy, and probably sexist for working construction. She's shocked. You told him what I said? Look at Jake. He's hurt. No, he says. She didn't tell me anything. But I can guess. Based on how you talk about men on apps. You've told me about swiping left. On guys with gym photos. Guys who mention hiking. Guys who work trade jobs. I fit all those categories. He's right. Maya's quiet. I'm sorry. She finally says. I was judgmental. I made assumptions. Pause. But in my defense, I've had bad experiences. A lot of men on apps are exactly what I assumed you were. But I'm not them. Jake says. Not angry, just sad. I'm just me. I know that now. Do you? He asks. Because you've been dating me for a month. And you're still waiting for me to turn into someone else. Still looking for red flags. Still suspicious of every nice thing I do. Maya's eyes water. How do you know that? Because you've told me. Every time I do something nice, you question it. Ask what I want, what my angle is. He's right, she does do that. I'm being cautious, she defends. You're being unfair, Jake says gently. I understand being cautious. I understand having boundaries. I understand protecting yourself. Pause. But at some point, you have to actually see me. Not just your past experiences. Not just your assumptions. Me. We sit in silence. Maya is crying now. I wanted to hate you. She admits. Why? Because it's easier. Easier than what? Than trusting you. Than believing you're actually good. Than risking being wrong. Jake reaches for her hand. She lets him. I'm not perfect. He says. I'm going to mess up. Say wrong things sometimes. Not always know the right thing to do. Pause. But I'm not performing. I'm not manipulating. I'm just trying to be a good partner. To someone I really like. Maya looks at him. Really looks. I know. I'm sorry. I've been so focused on what could go wrong that I wasn't seeing what was going right. They talk for another hour. Really talk. Honestly and openly. I excuse myself. Give him space. Later that night, Maya calls. I owe you an apology too. For what? For putting you in that position. For not trusting your judgment. Pause. You're friends with him for a reason. You've known him for years. If he was actually terrible, you wouldn't be friends with him. She's right. I should have trusted that. Instead of assuming all men are the same. She sounds different. Less certain, less angry. More open. What are you going to do about Jake? I'm going to actually give him a chance. A real one. Not waiting for him to fail. Just seeing who he is. Proud of her. That takes courage. Weeks pass. Maya and Jake keep dating. It's different now. Better, more honest. She stops looking for red flags. Starts seeing green flags. How he remembers little things she mentions. How he asks about her day and actually listens. How he supports her work even when he doesn't fully understand it. How he's willing to learn about feminism without getting defensive. One day she texts me. I get it now. Get what? Why you're friends with him. He's genuinely good person. Not because he wants something, just because that's who he is. Finally, she sees it. 3 months into dating, they're solid. Really solid. Jake tells me, thank you for not telling us right away. Why? Because we got to know each other without preconceptions, without pressure, just as ourselves. He's right. If I'd told them from the start, they would have been weird, performed for each other, never been authentic. Maya says similar thing. If I'd known he was your friend, I would have given him chance. Out of obligation to you, not because I wanted to. Pause. This way was my choice. I chose him based on who he actually is. 6 months in, they're in love. Actually in love. Maya brings him to our feminist book club. He's the only guy there. Participates thoughtfully. Asks questions. Shares perspective without dominating. My other friends are impressed. He's one of the good ones, they say. Maya smiles. He's just himself. Later she tells me. I used to hate when people said, one of the good ones. Like it was exception. Like most men are bad. Pause. But now I think. Maybe I was looking for bad. So that's all I saw. Maybe if I look for good, I'd see more of it. She's growing, learning, opening up. Jake is too. Tells me about how dating Maya made him think differently. I never realized how hard it is for women. On dating apps, and dating generally. The stuff she tells me about guys who harass her. Who get aggressive when she says no. Who lie about everything. Pause. It's messed up. He's more aware now. More thoughtful. Better person. They're making each other better. Year later, they move in together. Get apartment in Portland. Near both their jobs. Maya is happy, really happy. Tells me over coffee. I almost missed this. Almost swiped left. Almost let my assumptions rob me of best relationship I've ever had. She's grateful. Not just for Jake, but for learning, for growing. I still believe in feminism. She says, still call out toxic behavior. Still have high standards. Pause. But I also learned that judging every man by worst men I've encountered wasn't protecting me. It was just making me bitter. She's right. Jake joins us. Kisses her head, sits down. What are we talking about? How I almost swiped left on you. He laughs. Best accidental right swipe ever. It wasn't accidental. She corrects. I chose to give you a chance. Even though everything told me not to. Looks at him. Best choice I ever made. They're good together. Really good. 2 years later, they get engaged. Small proposal at place, they had first date. Maya calls me crying happy tears. I'm engaged. I'm so happy for you. I can't believe I almost let him go before I even knew him. Pause. Thank you for not telling me, for letting me figure it out. Wedding planning starts. She asks me to be maid of honor. Of course I say yes. At wedding I give speech. I've known these two separately for years. Never thought they'd meet, let alone fall in love. Pause. But watching them together taught me something about assumptions, about first impressions, about giving people real chances. Look at Maya. You taught me that growth means being willing to be wrong about what you thought you knew. Look at Jake. You taught me that being yourself consistently is the most attractive thing you can be. Raise glass to Maya and Jake, who almost never happened because of a dating app profile, but who are perfect together because they chose to see each other. Everyone drinks. Later at reception, Maya pulls me aside. You know what's funny? What? If you'd told me from the start that Jake was your friend, I probably would have given him a chance, but out of obligation, and I would have self-sabotaged. Pause. This way, I had to confront my own biases, question my assumptions, actually get to know him. She hugs me. Thank you for that. Present day. 3 years since they matched. 1 year married. Happy, building life together. Maya still posts about feminism, still calls out toxic behavior, but her tone is different. Less angry, more nuanced, more hopeful. She writes posts about dating apps, about how she almost swiped left on her now husband. Goes viral. Thousands of women commenting about their own experiences, about judging too quickly, about missing good people. Some people criticize her, say she's gone soft, say she's betraying feminism. She doesn't care. Feminism means equality. She responds, not assuming all men are terrible. It means calling out bad behavior and recognizing good behavior. Jake showed me that. Her story helps people, helps them see that protection and openness can coexist, that standards and grace can balance, that feminism and love aren't contradictory. TFW, your two friends match on dating apps. TFW, one almost swipes left based on assumptions. TFW, you watch them fall in love. TFW, they learn from each other and grow together. TFW, assumptions almost rob them of happiness. TFW, giving people real chances changes everything. Still friends with both. Still grateful. Still amazed. That one dating app match led to all this. Maya was right. If she'd known from the start, it would have been different. Not better, just different. This way they chose each other. Really chose based on truth. Not obligation or assumption. Just who they are. And that makes all the difference.